Welcome to the lovely IHP community and the 5D collective. Before we keep moving forward with our lovely conversations, I thought we would touch upon something important, a tip and more for when you are listening to podcasts or speakers. And so while I am pseudoscience woo-woo as a 5D mystic mentor, content creator, podcast host, I am not a pseudo-intellectual. And that's because I don't do the dogma, meaning when you set down a bunch of principles that you think are incontrovertibly true. I'm giving you the gist of it. Okay, so whenever you hear a speaker, podcast host, they're interviewing somebody, it's one thing, yes, I have cherishable beliefs, but I can share my wisdom and my beliefs with humility. Also, when somebody's separating themselves from all their colleagues and they're judging them, that's a clear sign. So if you don't do academia, you don't find it valuable, well, then you prefer to live according to dogma. It's not about beliefs. It's not about intellect. It's about you want to, like the flat earthers, believe what you want to believe. So that's not being grounded also in reality. And so again, because these people sound like they know what they're talking about, and as an intellectual, I have began to spot the unfortunate business of these podcast hosts who are consistently doing it, not only with pseudo-intellectuals, also spiritual bypassers. And that's the part of where, as a 5D mystic again, the heart and mind of God, Akash, Source, Anima Mundi. Yeah, there's a lot we'll talk about in the extended. In the meantime, none of us have incontrovertibly truth, but if we really must, we're going to use data unless you are a person who wants to still live in the caves. If that's the case, again, everybody's going to go live wherever they want. But we will continue to go vote, go to schools. That's the intelligent minds, the ones who are not. They don't want to. They're going to separate themselves. They can go ahead and separate themselves. It's not really hard to identify who the 3D, 4D collective is because they are divisive amongst themselves. And again, anybody who's isolating, it's a very big red flag of they don't know how to hang out with everybody. They don't want to, and they have a charge that they haven't taken ownership of. Okay, so a tip again for when you're listening to podcasts or speakers, when it sounds like dogma, take the golden nuggets and look for the intellectuals and scientists to explain, explore, and talk to you with old, new, and unknown, we don't know yet findings. Okay, and we'll be back with some more. Have a good one.